I was glad when they said, "Unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord." So I wanted to come on and encourage everyone to keep going in Jesus' name. I want you to know that our prayers are working. Your fasting is working. Keep in mind, we have been fasting on behalf of the land, the people, and we've been fasting against government and what it is that the one that has been that have been placed against our will into the White House. So I want you to know that your prayers and fasting is working. And the word of God says that I've been young and I've been old, but I never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. The word of God also tells us that the prayers of the righteous availeth much. So to God be the glory. I wanted to come on and tell you those seeds that you sowed for this fast, those of you that sowed a seed for this fast, it's work. God has accepted it and received, because I even sowed a seed for this fast. God has accepted it and received it, and I'm grateful. You about to find out what I'm talking about in a second. So if you sowed a seed for this fast, then this is going to be a blessing to you, because what I'm getting ready to tell you has something to do with money. So if you sowed a seed during this fast, I want you to know that you sowed it upon good soil. Again, I don't touch that money. I do not touch it. It's for the outreach ministry. It's for the upbuilding of God's kingdom. So as you all know, the one that they placed in the White House has decided, well, he's been saying for a while that he was going to put tariffs on other countries, right? Well, he put tariffs, and one thing I told you all is he's playing with the government's money. And I also said he's playing with the money of those who put him in that White House. And I told everyone a few days ago that he's messing with the stock market. Like the next day after he enforced the tariffs, the stock market dropped completely, and it messed with their money. So because of the stock market dropping and crumbling, and because of the people that cheated to get him in there, he was playing also with their money. Well, here's the good news. You know them tariffs? And the news was clowning him last night. You know them tariffs that he put on Mexico? He had to drop them. You know the tariffs that he put on Canada? He had to drop them. In case you don't know what would have happened with the tariffs, that means that everything that we get from those other countries, the price of them was going to have to go up, and we were going to have to pay the difference for it. I went in the store the other day, and a box of 60 eggs are $20 in Walmart. A box of 20 eggs, a box of 60 eggs is $20 in Walmart. Walmart is known for price gouging, though, so I will say that. But the tariffs backfired, and instead of him getting something from them, they got something from him. So you tried to be a dictator over Canada and Mexico, and they made you look stupid. You tried to be a dictator over. And let me say something. That I knew that woman. I knew that the president of Mexico. I don't know her name. I knew she wasn't going to buckle. I knew she wasn't going to buckle. I knew she wasn't going to buckle, and she didn't. No, we don't do much trading with them. But here is now, this is the bad thing, and this is why we're going to continue to fast too, and why we got to continue to pray, because where we do the most of our trading at. Oh, let me talk to you about Mexico. You said we don't do a lot of trading with Mexico. Actually, we do more trading with Mexico than what you think it is. When you look at our doll babies, if you got granddaughters or you got children, if you look at their toys and stuff, if you look at their toys, it says made in Mexico or it says made in China. So we do more trading with them than what it appears to be. And for those of you that like to go out and have a good drink, you like to drink your margaritas, you like to drink your tequila shots, all of that stuff is imported from Mexico. And guess what? Guess what? If in fact they were to stop, because like a lot of the countries like the UK and all of them, they said that they was going to stop buying products from America. They said that you asked me I think personally that every politician that's in there right now, if you want me to be honest, I'm gonna tell you this. Crankbait. I don't know why Letha hid you, but I'm gonna unhide you. But I'm gonna say this to you. I'm gonna say this. I think that everyone that's in government right now, I think that everyone that is over the age of, I'm gonna say, because you gotta be at least 35 in order to run for president. Everyone that is over the age of, let's say 45 years old, I think that they need to be replaced in government. I do think that they need to be replaced. And I think that there needs to be a law put in place, so where as though it fills in the vision that's in there. I think that me personally, because when it comes to me, I'm not a Republican nor am I a Democrat. My thing is I go by whoever's going to do the right thing. I did not vote for Obama at all because I did not think that Obama was fit to be the president because of his political stance and the things that he wanted to do. So I did not think that Obama was qualified. So I'm not going to vote for someone based upon the color of their skin. I want to know what is your policies. I want to know what it is that you're going to do. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes to me, my concern is for a whole. My concern is for that little black kid, that little white kid, that little Asian child, that Indian child. That's my concern. My concern is who's going to get in there and do the right thing. That's plain and simple. Because what they do can affect not only your children, but it can affect my children as well. And what they say, one thing we all learned about Donald Trump is that if Donald Trump says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. And if he says that he's going to retaliate and get revenge after people, he's going to do it. He went and he fired every attorney that worked with Jack Smith, even though they have probable causes with these charges against him. He stole from the White House. He stole documents that should have went into the archives. He incited an insurrection. So they had these charges against him were right. Because and a lot of you may be like, oh, but they was on a witch hunt or whatever. Then you're not really a child of God and you're not really a Christian. Because according to the word of God, the Bible says we ought to obey the law of the land. And he broke the law. So according to the Bible, Donald Trump was supposed to pay for what he did. And anybody who feels any different, something's wrong with your morals. Something's wrong with your morals if you don't see nothing wrong what he did. If you don't see nothing wrong with the racism that he started, for them to go and detain people that are legal citizens of the United States. You don't believe me? Look on YouTube and look at the videos of the people that they did that to. Okay? But what I want to tell you, I just come on here to encourage you a little bit, just to hold on, continue to fight the good fight of faith, and just hold on, because we don't like what's going on right now, but our prayers can change it. The way that I look at Donald Trump, to me, Donald Trump is Nebuchadnezzar. He's King Nebuchadnezzar. And we have to be as, do you see what somebody just said? They said, I'm not from Africa. Do you see the racism I'm talking about? So, y'all, this comes with, anytime you speak up against anything that Donald Trump is doing, the MAGAs come in here. The racism, and what they come in here and they prove me right about the things that I say. They prove me right about the things that I say. First of all, I'm not even going to respond. I'm not going to even feed into that. I'm not going to give it no energy. See, Carrie, all of these Karens and all of these people, Joseph, they are being stupid and very disrespectful. I don't know how you can come over here and be that disrespectful and say the racist things that you say. And then when we respond, we're the ones that's wrong. I'm not bothering y'all. I'm stating facts, things that's been all over the news. And yet y'all feel comfortable enough to come in here and spew hateful things as if I'm not a human being. Y'all literally. No, I'm going to say this to everybody. Y'all, we're going to keep fasting and we're going to keep praying. And we're going to keep fasting and we're going to keep praying and we're going to keep believing God for what God is doing. And my prayer, because we all know God answers my prayers, and we all know that God hears me, for every single person that's in here being disrespectful, and for each person that came in here spewing hatred and racism, may God hold you accountable, and may God allow you to feel what it feels like when he comes against you. You do not, and Aaron, Black Lives do not support Trump, and neither do I. So take that somewhere else, because that's not true. That's not true. Catherine, that's exactly, you know what? Some voted for him. Not all. Some did. Nobody said that, I don't know who you're talking to, but nobody said that life was not unfair at times. But Don Lemon, he repeated what I said a few days ago. And Don Lewis, like a few days ago, he said, Donald Trump is the biggest DEI hire in American history. Even though he was unfit, even though he is a 34 convicted felon, he was able to still run for president of the United States when felons can't even vote. That is the biggest DEI hire. He only got it because of the color of his skin. He's not qualified. He's a racist. Not only is he a racist, but he's a sexist. Not only is he a sexist, but he has been charged with assault. So I said what I said. He's a convicted felon. And I heard somebody say, they said if a convicted felon could be president of the United States, they need to take off of applications, have someone ever been charged. He's the biggest DEI hire I've ever seen in history. There's a video going around right now, and it's so funny, and it is so freaking funny. I'm going to see if I can find the video, and I'm going to share the, matter of fact, Letha sent me the video. It was a video of Caucasian women proving what I said a few days ago when I said that they are on food stamps and welfare more than we are. These Caucasian women are bragging about the amount of food stamps they get. They're bragging, and yet they're going to try to... That's the funny thing. You trying to cut programs that your voters are the ones that's under. You tried to cut programs. Since y'all want to be rude, I'm telling y'all don't want us to go there again. No, he was convicted. He was actually convicted, not indicted. He was actually found guilty. Where were you sleeping at? On the rock somewhere? No, Donald Trump was found guilty. Why do you think they tried to stop the sentencing? He was found guilty, but they could not lock him up because he was now elected as president. That's the only reason he wanted to run, to keep himself from having to be somebody's cellmate. So, that was so funny. You wanted to cut programs that most of your voters are up under. You wanted to cut program that your trailer park trash voters was that they was up under. They're the ones that's on Medicaid and Medicare more than anybody else and any other race, because we feel like we got to work harder to prove a point. Y'all want to come in here and be disrespectful again? Then I'm more than happy to rock with you again. So don't come up in here telling no lies about us, and I won't tell the truth about y'all. America didn't elect him. America did not elect him. So you want to keep going? We could keep going. Y'all want to come in here? And I told y'all, when y'all come spew racist stuff, I'll tell y'all the truth, though. What y'all racist stuff that y'all saying, it's all stupid, ignorant, and it's all lies. But if you want, I could state facts to you that'll make you feel embarrassed about your mama. That will make you feel embarrassed about your daddy. He ain't saving our country. He's trying to destroy our country. But I thank God that God got judges that's blocking what he's been doing. I thank God that there's been people that's been standing against him. That's why this stuff he's been trying to do has not worked. And that ISIS thing he's doing, it's going to backfire, because he got a lot of those people in his family, and including Barron, Melania, and Ivanka, and his other daughter. So yeah, I said it. So ha. So y'all want to go there? We can go there. We could go there, because I'm still ganked. I'm still fueled. Y'all want to be racist? Donald Trump is a DEI hire complaining, not us. He cries more than a girl. I said it. No, you're spreading false information, sweetie. You are. So, I'm spewing false information? Oh, really? So false information. Was Melania born in the United States? No. But Barron was. And according to the people that's being deported, I forgot, you're a little slow. You can't read. You can't read, right? That's what that is. Okay. Well, I'm going to help you. They're saying it don't matter if you were, they are deporting kids and people that was born in the United States. And he said that, what did he say the other day with his racist self? He said the immigration law, he said it was only for Africans. This racist man actually said that. And if you don't believe me, you can actually look that up yourself. This racist man, this racist prick said that the immigration law was only meant for Africans that was born in America from slaves. This is what this racist orange man said. Look it up, since you said it's false information. He said it. He said said it was only made for the children that was born here to slaves. Then if that was true, why haven't Barron been deported? If that's true, why haven't Melania been deported? Why is Ivanka not deported? They were their ancestors, and they were not born to slaves. Ivanka mama was a male bride order that you met. Joseph, find that out, because that's what he's been doing. Look it up. That's what he's been doing. They've been actually arresting people that are legally in the United States. They are having to get attorneys. Look it up. I'm telling you, everything I'm saying, you can look it up for yourself. Actually, there's no such thing, Neo, with your racist, ignorant. See, that's some dumb crap Donald Trump says. That's some dumb Donald Trump crap. They're taking black jobs. What's a black job? Because the last time I checked, there was also a black president. Last time I checked. So what's a black job? What is a black job? What is a black job? Last time I checked, the #1 gold Olympian is a black woman, right? What is a black job? Because see, that's some racist crap. What is a black job? Because a black job is black people being CEOs and owning their own businesses, because y'all work more for other people than we do. What is a black job? What's a black job? Truth be told, it's more black people in the 1 percentile than it is white. What is a black job? A black job is robbing. Wow. You mean the way that Donald Trump robbed the election and robbed us of our freedom to choose? You mean the way that Donald Trump tried to rob us of the 2020 election? That's what you mean? That means you talking about how Donald Trump robbed the United States of America with this fake wall that he was building, that he received billions for? Do you mean that? Do you mean the fact that Donald Trump, every business he had, he robbed somebody from that fake school he had? That's what you mean by robbing? Because you know, like I said, I'm gay. How do y'all want to do this today? Let's talk about your God, Donald Trump. That's what you mean. That's what you mean, right? You mean the fact that every business Donald Trump had, he robbed everybody. You mean all his get rich? Who in history have you ever seen file for bankruptcy more than Donald J. Trump? That's what you mean. That's what you mean, right? That's what you mean, player. I got it. So a black job is robbing. No wonder why Donald Trump got a little tan in his skin. That's why Donald Trump got a little tan in his skin. He got a little black in him. That's what that is. That's what you're trying to say. That's what you trying to say, right? Michael, I'm rocking with you, Michael. Oh, they want to go there. We could go there. That's what they're trying to say. They're trying to say robbing is a black job. The way that Donald Trump robbed America during the pandemic, that's what you're talking about. That's what you're talking about. You're talking about the way that Donald Trump stole the American COVID tests and sent them to Russia? Are you talking about the way that Donald Trump stole and hid funding that belonged to the American people in 2020? And all of a sudden, it disappeared. Why do you think they got mad at the January 6th committee? And how in the world they lying about January 6th? We all sat there and watched it in real time. We all watched what was going on. We all saw the evidence. And why is it out of all the people that he hired on his staff, why is it that 44 of them turned against him and 44 of them said that he was plotting and planning? January 6th. So that's a black job, right? Oh, there wasn't no guns. Oh, that's a lie. What was you looking at? What was you looking at? And your mama's a dummy. I said it, Boston. Your mama's a dummy. So we can go there, because I told you I got time today for it. You ain't gonna come over here and disrespect me and think you gonna get away with it. Your mama's a dummy. Your mama's a dummy for having you. How about that? Your mama's a dummy and she didn't teach you no manners. How about that? Your mama's a dummy. Okay? Yeah. Don't come tell no lies over here and I won't tell the truth about you. Oh my goodness. Who's crying poor? You must be talking about your mother. I'm so sorry, Eric. I'm so sorry that your mother's been on welfare since she was born. I'm so sorry. I am so, so sorry that your mother and your father did not like you enough to teach you some manners. Why am I speaking that way? Why are you in here? See, I'm not, y'all not going to disrespect me. You're going to come in here and speak. See, this is why I don't like y'all, because I said it a few days ago and I'm going to say it again. No, your mother's speaking. I'm going to say it again, and I said it a few days ago. You talk trash like a Keisha and you cry like a Karen. Y'all come up in here being disrespectful to me. And yet when I check you, I'm wrong. When I check you, I'm the one that's being wrong. No, you are. And this is the point that I've been proving to everybody for a long time. We are not. Look at this racism right here. Look at this, Eric. Look at this racism. Please don't delete Eric's comment. Do better than deleting Eric. Don't hide Eric's comment. I mean, don't delete his comments. Move him. You see, isn't this amazing? These Donald Trumpers, these Donald Thumpers, these Donald Duckers, they see the fact that I'm black, and they figure because I'm black that I'm talking about Donald Trump. Isn't that racism at its fullest? Oh my goodness. And what somebody said, look at this DEI hire. Oh my goodness. Me? Derek, go read a book somewhere, because even Jesus spoke up against the Pharisees and Sadducees. Stop being so heavily bound that you're no earthly good. We are called to speak up against those that do wrong. Stop doing that, okay? No, they want to have a moment. They want to be disrespectful over here. And what's so funny is they got so much to say. They got so much to say about us that the minute we address their lies, they got something to say. They got so much to say about us. But the minute, first of all, this country was built off the back of my people, not yours. My people taught y'all mathematics. Get your facts together. My people built this country off their backs. You know what the problem is now? The problem now is you can no longer build this country off our backs. Now y'all got to work. Now, y'all got to work. Y'all can't steal the credit for what we do no more. Y'all can't steal credit for what we do no more, and you're mad. Look at this racism. Look at the racism in here, y'all. Y'all, please get New Vision. Thank you. Y'all cannot steal credit for the things that we did no more. Why you think that Donald Trump wanted to get rid of Black History Month? And what's so sad is that we got the shortest month of the year to celebrate what we did. And because they tried to erase our history, Black people decided then we're going to speak up about our own history. When you think of our history, this country was built. There are more black inventors than any other race. I tell you, and I'm going to say this, since you got such a big problem with us, if you ever need open heart surgery, decline it. Because we performed the very first open heart surgery. If anyone in your family is battling cancer, tell them to stop treatment. Because it was a black woman who was the first one to even get them to start researching and treating cancer. The next time you driving in your car and that light, that you see that traffic light up there, just go straight through it. We created that too with your racist self. The next time you get hungry, matter of fact, you need to go in your kitchen and you need to throw your refrigerator out, because we created and we invented that as well. We built this country just like from our music, how Chubby Checkers and all of them came up with this music, and how our blacks came up with Betty Boo and came up with this and came up with that, and then they removed us and they gave it to Elvis. They removed it and gave it to the Beach Boys. They removed it and gave it to people that did not look like us. And then they caused our black women to hate, and our black girls to hate the color of their skins, because they hated that their skin couldn't do what ours did. They hated the color and the melanin in our skin. And what's so funny, they hate us so much that they try so hard to look like us. That's why they tan to look light-skinned. You teach your daughters to hate us, but your daughters love our black men. You teach your children racism. You teach them to hate the little black girls, but then they grow up craving our black men. You teach your young boys how to hate our black boys. And you teach them to spew racist words and to come against our black boys. But when our black boys actually handles that boy, now you crying wolf. Now you going to the school about your bully, about your child, because somebody else's child taught your child manners because you couldn't. Hitler, when he made the camps for, when he made the concentration camps and everything, and they asked why was he doing it to the Jews? Why was he doing it to them? And Hitler said, because you are pretending to be what you're not. Hitler said, I saw the real Jews. They are dark-skinned. He said, I saw the real Jews. They are black. When you read in the Bible, and this is what I would say to, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to walk off with this one. You sit there and you make our young black men and our young black women believe that the Bible is a myth, and make them believe that we are bowing down to some white god. And you make them believe this stuff, and they actually take it and they pass this crap on. You praying to some white Jesus? No, you talking about the pictures that you see with the blonde hair and the blue eyes, but that is not how Jesus is described in the Bible. You know the Bible that y'all read and y'all go to church for? My Bible does not describe Jesus as having blue eyes and blonde hair. My Bible describes Christ as having hair as wool, meaning Jesus Christ was a black man. Get whoever that crazy, thank you. Yeah, because he wants to be Hitler. But the difference between Donald Trump and back in those days is good luck, Donald Trump, trying to do that mess. Because see, now good luck. I'm just going to say good luck with that one. It's more of us than him. So good luck with that one. When you read the Bible, and this is why people hate us so much, because they said that he had hair as wool, skin as bronze. Don't get mad at me. 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 Because the man that y'all, and see, I'm gonna tell y'all now, all of you that worship the blue-eyed blonde hair, you gonna pay for that. Eyes like fire. Come on. What does it? Eyes like fire. Why do you think that the Pharisees and Sadducees wanted to get rid of Christ so bad? Because when your eyes are like fire, it intimidates people. It wouldn't work this time. Come on, A. Nicole. So you mad at us. Come on. And when you read through scripture, and even when you read about Noah, even when you read about even the visions that Daniel saw, Daniel described the people of God as being dark as coal and slender built. You mad at us because even though we were all made in God's image, we was made a little closer. That's you mad at, and so your beef is not, as Moses said yesterday, your issue ain't with me, your issue is really with God. You can laugh and say whatever you want. I don't never want another black person to start hating the color of their skin to impress nobody. Black women, don't change who you are. Black women, love the color of your skin. Whether your butt big or small, love who you are, because they want to be us so bad. They go and get fillers in their lips, looking like bubble lip. They go get fillers in their lips to look like us. They go get spray tans to look like us. They go in the sun and bathe in the sun, putting their lives in jeopardy of getting skin cancer to look like us. They want to look like us so bad, they go get BBLs. They want to be us so bad. They hate us as black women, but they want our NFL players. They want our baseball players. They want our basketball players. But they hate us. You hate us, but you want everything we got. From the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we act, the way we look, the way you even want our sons. You even want our sons. You even want our sons. You even won our sons. So y'all hate us because y'all ain't us. We are, if black people would stop acting like crabs in a barrels and work together, you would never be able to stop us. But y'all taught us to be you taught us to be rats in a sock. You taught us to be crabs in a barrel. Because you made us feel like this person wasn't enough because they wasn't light enough. This person wasn't enough because they wasn't tall enough. This person, so everybody feel like it's every man for himself and I got to go get mine. So, yeah. So y'all, I wanted to tell y'all, stay encouraged. The fast that you are doing is working. God blocked what Donald Trump was doing with the tariffs. Oh, and let me tell you about what China did. Trump left the tariffs on China, but China added a 15% tariff on America, which means they outweighed what Trump did, which is going to force Trump to drop the tariffs towards China. So keep on fasting, keep on praying. God is blocking what he's trying to do, but there's a specific reason that we are actually fasting. And it was a prophetic word that God gave towards Donald Trump this year for 2025. And I'm going to tell you this. A lot of people are saying, oh, the next 4 years with Donald Trump is going to be so and so. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's exactly, the tariffs will only hurt, well, meaning America, because I know you ain't talking about you guys, because them tariffs will affect everyone that lives here. And so God gave his word about Donald Trump. But one thing God said they going to say, I thought you were a God. God said they going to say, I thought you was a God. Yeah, that's what I said, Americans, but they dropping them. That's the good thing. The only tariff, and the one with China is going to end up being dropped. But let me say something. Donald Trump idolizes King Jinping. I think that's his name. King Jinping. I think this is his name. Donald Trump idolizes him. This is only a publicity stunt. This is only a stunt. But listen to what I tell you. It's going to be dropped. So keep on fasting. Continue to sow your seeds of faith. God is honoring everything that we are doing and fasting on behalf of. So yeah. So to God be the glory. So to God be the glory. I'm excited about what God is doing and how God is doing it. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Y'all, my team, my Eagles go to the in the Super Bowl. So I got to figure out what I want to do about that. So we might just, I told my daughters I just might end up just putting something together and we could just watch the game. And so I thought about a few recipes to give to y'all for those that are doing the Daniel fast. I thought about a few recipes. I thought about a few recipes that you can actually get. There are channels that's making the Daniel fast a little more friendly for you to do, such as I seen I seen a Daniel fast pizza, and it's a gluten-free pizza, and it's in the, what is that darn brand called? It's what is it, Dia or something like that? Dia, whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but they have a gluten-free and dairy-free pizza, and it's made with it's all plant-based. And then yesterday I made a stir fry, a long grain stir fry. Okay, Kaylin put it in there. I made a long grain stir fry And what I did in the freezer section of the grocery store, what is that thing? Green Giant. They have these little bags, and it has the rice, the peas, the carrots, and everything in it. And you pop it in the microwave for like 90 seconds, and it's done. So what I did is I took those and I added some mushrooms to them. The mushrooms were meant to replace the meat, and I added mushrooms to them to replace the meat. I put the mushrooms in the very last. And the reason why, because I wanted to keep the texture of it. I wanted it to cook for a second, but I wanted to keep the texture of it to replace meat. And so I did that, and then I added sesame seed oil to it to give it more of that stir fry taste. And I added some gluten-free teriyaki to it. As y'all know, I have a gluten allergy, so I can't have nothing with gluten in it, no wheat, rye, barley, or none of that stuff. And so I added some teriyaki sauce to it, and um, I stirred it around in the pot, and with some onions, celery, some fresh tomatoes, and I let it all cook together down a little bit in some peanut oil. And so, in case you don't know, I don't use canola oil. Canola oil is the most unhealthy oil you can use, and I don't use vegetable oil. I only use peanut oil. And so it's been like that now for a while. Peanut oil is a little more pricey, but I just buy the big old thing. Um, I don't buy the Walmart brand because it's like it has water or something in it, and so it ain't that good. And so instead of me using olive oil, I use peanut oil. So in my little oil thing, I put the peanut oil in it. If I'm gonna fry something, I use peanut oil. And so, as you all know, for 3 years, I didn't eat meat. And so I'm able to, I didn't think about giving y'all some recipes, but I'm able to give y'all a few recipes for those of you that are doing the Daniel fast. Um, the Daniel fast is basically fruits, vegetables, and grains, and peanuts, almonds, and things like that. And so just make sure as you're doing it that you're making sure that you are staying in the presence of God as well. Um, and so I'm going to say, the other thing I'm going to say is this is eat as needed. Don't eat as you want. Just because you are able to eat all the fruits and vegetables you want does not mean you have to. Um, Eat as you need to. Meaning when that hunger pain kicks in, that's when you eat. But if that hunger, because that's what I've been doing. I've been waiting until that hunger is there before I eat. And so like right now, that hunger is there. And so, wait until the hunger gets there before you eat anything. And so, yeah, make sure of that. And so make sure you're still reading your Bible. If you need encouragement on how to fast, go to Isaiah 58. Make sure you're reading your word. Make sure you stand in prayer. And let me tell you this, the devil ain't won nothing. The devil ain't won nothing, and God is still on the throne. As long as God is still on the throne, God will dethrone Trump. And so I said it. And Donald Trump is not God's choice. And I know people saying, oh, but he escaped those. He didn't escape nothing. He didn't escape nothing. It was all set in the atmosphere. So he didn't escape nothing. You better pay attention to Final Destination, like Caitlin been watching. Final Destination, nobody can escape what's meant to happen to them. So I'm going to say that. And the sad thing about Ashtush, whatever your name is people with names like yours he's trying to deport. So yeah, to God be the glory though. So y'all, to sow into to sow into me is Cash App $ Keyshunda E Boyd, but to sow into the ministry here, it is Giveify Kingdom Builders Outreach Ministry of South Carolina. So y'all, and I'm so sorry to everybody. We be trying to have a good conversation over here, and then these disrespectful Trumpers and disrespectful people come over here, and they ain't got nothing better to do. I mean, anybody that support Trump ain't got home training. So, you know, what do we expect from them? Anybody that support Trump is a racist. Anybody that support Trump has self-hatred. Anybody that support Trump, they're illiterate. So what do we expect? Because for you to come over here and be disrespectful like that, you ain't got no manners. Bye.